I'm imagining like slides being put under a microscope and you're kind of looking at the different interactions. But can you maybe go into the weeds a little bit about what that all looks like? Because I'm sure a lot of our listeners are very visual and would love to like actually visualize when you say cell lines and it takes 6 months, like what are you visually seeing?
Yeah, I'm going to give you an example. We take a HER2-driven cell line, and for those who are listening and don't know, Samantha, you have HER2-driven lung cancer. You have a mutation in HER2. And since I care about you, and this cellular therapy also works for, I think, our boss, we use this cellular therapy to say, does it eradicate HER2-driven cancer? And what we do is we take a cell line, and these are cancer cells that if you put them in a petri dish, they'll bind to the bottom of the petri dish, and then they'll divide, but they'll stay bound. They attach to the bottom. And then we grow those and we expand them out so you have enough to work with. And then you'll use a solution to remove them from the plate. And then you could put them in tiny little wells just so you can do a bunch of different conditions at once. So one example is a 96 well plate, which has 8 rows and 12 columns, which if math serves is 98. So, and then, you fill that up with cancer cells. You'll put in something like 5,000 cells per well or something. And then you can put different amounts of this immune cell therapy in the wells, or you can add certain drugs to it, or, you could do whatever you're going to do. And then for the amount of time that you think it takes for that to work, that's going to be sitting in the incubator, just incubating, and then let your T cells or let your medicine kill the cancer cell. And then once you're done, you take it out and you can add a solution that will glow proportionally to the amount of cancer cells that are left. So the amount of brightness is like how many cancer cells are remaining.
So like a PET scan, but for a petri dish?
Yeah, exactly. It's actually very similar to that. So like if it kills everything, it'll be dark. And we have something that can measure the amount of light it emits, just like a PET scan. So if it's really bright compared to your control where you didn't add anything, you can see the proportion of things that died. So yeah, I mean, that's exactly how you do that. We hope you liked this video. To support cancer research and get clear expert answers about cancer, follow us and visit crackingcancer.org to join the Cracking Cancer community.